Bring sugar and tea and crumbs.
And that is the first thing that is said on the stream.
What, bringing tea
I
and sugar and
muted you
crumbs?
just as you started thinking about crumbs, yeah. How are we all? I say all, how are we, that one viewer that's currently watching us?
Oh. Well, if it was me then, I would have gone, oh, pretty good then. How are you? But it's not me, so therefore I can't say that.
Oh.
Yeah, take a lead and go.
Do 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 do. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. Oh, what a tune. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle.
Great tune.
The best tune.
So it's like one of the songs of my childhood, right there.
It's one of the songs of the future.
Is it of the future though? I mean, they do actually have like a future timeline thing at one point. That's
Potentially, then. Potentially. I might not be lying to you.
oof. I'd hate to think you were.
I know, right? What a bastard. Do-do-do-do-do.
Mm. Let's put the text on. Change the gaming. Change the Outriders. Can actually find us.
Oh, come on then. Shall we mix things up and play Pyro?
Ooh! What, Pyro and Dev?
Ooh, yeah. It's been a while. Let's grab the Pyro out and see what we do. How's it going, Tempest? Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Well, you know, 24 hours or less.
Oh, I saw him earlier over on the Full Missions.
Ooh.
What can I say?
You can say a lot of things.
I could say a lot of things, but I'm not going to say a lot of things.
That was a great night last night, to be fair, with Mr.
It
Measure.
was a brilliant night. No, I loved it.
I drank more than I should have done. Who do we have to blame?
You for suggesting drinking, carry on drinking.
I mean, at no point was it
Most of it came from
necessarily
you.
my ideas. It was donations, and I think it was Jay Swimmy suggested to take the shot at the end. I was going to suggest it already, but he beat me to it. Alright.
Blaming him.
I have no weapons equipped, apparently.
Hmm?
Oh, is it just because I'm in a safe place? Maybe. It could be.
Possibly. Depends where you are.
Well, Jacob's still alive. So there is that. Let's return to lobby. How's it going, Dallas? Yeah, thank you very much. We enjoyed doing it. Hopefully we'll get some more guests who are just as interesting and enthusiastic.
Yeah, we need to have a sit down and have a chat about. Well, I mean, there was quite a few suggestions last night, so we'll definitely ponder over those and We'll put it out. We'll put the feelers out. We'll see what everyone thinks. And
I'm glad you enjoy that.
For all we know, for all we know, some of them might say no. You know, I'm not going to take it for granted that everyone's just going to instantly say yes.
Have you seen
Well,
that?
we can definitely ask
The first thing Divine sees when he joins our stream is a pair of boobs.
No. I haven't even got his chat come through.
Oh.
It's just come through on the stream, but I can't see it in the actual chat menu.
I can see it. That's all that matters.
No.
What even guns? What even guns am I using? What guns am I even using?
What guns am I in? What guns am
Shadow
I
Combat
in?
and Claymore Torrent on a Funeral Pyre, and Claymore Torrent on the Damascus Offering with Anomaly Mutation. I don't think that's quite right. Question for you: what did you think of the dev tree?
Dev tree, funnily enough, that video is coming out tomorrow. But the dev tree itself, very happy with, very excited, and yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on it. To be completely honest with you, I mean, I enjoyed trying out Firepower before, but I found it infuriating compared to everything else. Whereas every other build's really easy to be able to make for like Devastator, but then as soon as you get into Firepower, it's very niche and it's very you kind of have to be positioned right to be able to get it to actually work. But now it looks like it's actually going to make it so much easier to be able to get it to work. So I don't know, fingers crossed. You know, maybe it's as good as I'm hoping. Maybe it's going to be even better, for all I know. But I'm also interested in getting an Impale dev going as well, because I absolutely love Impale. It's the one skill I absolutely love.
As again, Tim.
Game.
So Tim says, "Are we getting drunk again tonight?" That depends entirely on donations, really. That's how we play it. 10 local currencies, or no, not 10 local currencies, because you know.
10 local currency. My local currency.
10 krona is not really much compared to £10. So £10 /dollars / everything else makes us take a shot. So if that comes along, then chances are yes, we'll take shots.
Yeah, you'll know the full breakdown for the Devastator of what I like about it and what I think is going to be good tomorrow when that video does actually drop. It's got me excited for it. It really does. I'm really looking forward to it. That's why I couldn't decide between Techno or Devastator to be able to start with when WorldSlayer dropped.
Oof.
And I still can't figure it out, even though we ended the poll at 50% each. I still can't figure it out.
I think my game just crashed.
Oof.
I did one moaning wind.
Oh. Is this your excuse for why you don't play Pyro anymore?
I just fell in love with the trickster. Oh god, Tempest. Tempest has started it already.
Oh, God. Oh, 1 second. It's a good thing I've brought water up with me.
Brought water this time.
I'm not taking a shot of water, don't worry. I mean, that's not how this works, but I have brought water up with me because I haven't drank much today.
There we go. So Tempest and Dallas have some sort of DLC downloading.
Ooh.
I hope you enjoy that DLC. I'm sure others who may or may not already have that DLC downloaded or will download that in the very near future will also have and will or are enjoying it. Cheers. Oh, that's good. At this rate, this bottle could be empty by... Oh my god, it's only half empty. Could be empty by the end of the week. sex with 3 people is called a threesome, and sex with 2 people was called a twosome. I don't know if it is called a twosome, to be fair, but we'll roll with it. Is that the reason why people call you handsome?
No.
No, it's just because of my amazing looks, if I'm being honest. Do we ever stream COD Zombies or any zombie/survival-like game? I would, I would stream just about anything, and I do quite enjoy the survival type games. We did a long, I probably had a little there, long time ago, streamed 7 Days to Die. I really enjoyed that, and I would definitely do it again. Not to mention your porn tash. Ooh. Why, thank you. But yeah, we're definitely. I'm definitely down with streaming things like that again. I think the main focus is Outriders at the moment.
Yes.
I was going to say up until it comes out on WorldSlayer, but and then some. Send you an invite.
I do enjoy COD Zombies. I do love what it is. Let's
see if Moaning Winds breaks the game again.
I mean, we played a lot when Cold War happened, didn't we? Because we were trying to go. Because we were trying to do the Easter eggs and all that kind of thing.
Probably then. Probably.
It's been a while. We did the first few, but
that was an entrance and a half.
I mean, to be fair, that was completely delayed on my side. I pressed it ages ago, and then it teleported me over there. And
I didn't see you join the game. It was only I just saw you fly in, and yeah. So I just tabbed out to open up the queue, came back in, and there you were, flying towards me.
I will say, Back 4 Blood is a lot of fun. I don't think it's as fun as Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's no Left 4 Dead.
But I do think it is a lot of fun.
I enjoyed what I played of it. I never actually finished it, but I enjoyed what I played of it, to be fair.
So if you've got Game Pass for PC, I assume it's on Xbox as well.
Everyone, to be fair.
But I would highly recommend getting it if you've got Game Pass access, because it is a lot of fun, and the new DLC for that has just dropped, which looks solid. I mean, I thought Nightmare was solid, and I'm watching people on normal difficulty having a difficult time with the new stuff. But yeah, the only caveat I have to that is the fact that it's not new levels as such. So it's not. So you still have the same campaign, but it's at certain points throughout the campaign you find a hole, and then it takes you to the new DLC, and then you come back out the hole and you carry on the rest of the campaign. I kind of wish they'd done something a little bit more with that. I kind of wish they'd made a little bit of a side campaign, just to be able to go alongside it rather than having to go through the old stuff to be able to do it. But I mean, that's just me. It's not a massive thing.
It never is when it comes to you.
If
penis joke.
Oh. Are you going to bring that into it? Yeah, that's kind of also the reason why I've stayed away from
you go from
Vanguard.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Vanguard. I've stayed away from Vanguard. One, because I'm not too keen with how it looks and plays. I've heard a lot of bad things about it. And then on top of that, the zombies, even though it's done by Treyarch, isn't the same kind of wave-based stuff.
No, they tried something a little bit different.
They changed the formula, didn't they?
They didn't.
You don't change zombies.
To be honest, I've not really looked into it. I'm going to be honest. I've not looked into it. I'm going off other people's opinions, which I probably shouldn't do. But you should really form your own opinions of stuff. But
of course, that's not me saying that's.
Why is that not Ash Blast?
God, I don't know. It's your build. How would I know why it's not Ash Blast?
I need to change that in a second. I clearly changed something ages ago and never put it back.
Oh, healing removes toxic. Oh. There's a tooltip I haven't seen in a while. Oh, healing. Asked if we got into the beta. I'm not too sure if we're able to divulge that information. So I'm going to say we can neither confirm nor deny.
It's 100% public if you go onto the Outriders Discord and right-click someone and click their profile.
In that case, yeah. Yes, we did. So
Yes, literally, you can just find out by going through that way. So
yeah, you probably could, to be fair. So. I thought the safer option was me just saying neither confirm nor deny. That way we're covered either way.
it's a safe option, but at the same time, you can just quite easily find out. So if I wanted to hide it, I wouldn't have added everyone into a group to be able to talk about it.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, if anyone else in the chat would like to divulge if they got into it, so, you know, by all means.
Obviously, you can't talk about it. You can't say anything.
We can't talk about it.
You can't say if it's enjoyable, if it's bad, if it's the best thing since sliced bread, if you prefer sliced bread.
Oh, it better not be the best thing since sliced bread, because I was upset because my loaf of bread was mouldy earlier. So
Oof.
I'm not having a good time with bread as it currently stands. At least today. I'm very upset with it.
Right, let me just change my my skills.
Oh no.
I don't know why I got Feed the Flames turned on. I should probably check the class and I don't even know what. You know what, let's just assume the class is working. Tempest was just a yes.
Ah, but is that because Tempest is in it though?
This must be the Colosseum.
I mean,
See, there's the question. Yeah.
he did say he was downloading some DLC earlier.
Oh, that was a good point.
So we could always potentially safely assume that it could maybe be something.
I suppose that would be a safe issue. But you know what they say about assuming?
Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly. That's the one. No, I don't know. So what's everyone got up to this week? Well, you know, going to be doing this weekend. Obviously, we haven't got to the weekend just yet. But, I mean, we've got a bank holiday. Dan's going down south.
I'm going to Canterbury. What is my build? Honestly, I don't know because it's been that long since I've played as this character.
Can I get a build of what you're running? I have no idea what it is, and I have no idea how it's working.
You know, you might as well have had someone else make this build for me because I have no idea. We can have a quick look through it after the expedition, see what's what. You'd get an email from Square Enix to say
Hello.
pretty much. I feel like I'm not even wearing the right armor to deal with damage. I feel like this is completely wrong.
This is your build.
We don't know that.
Well, who else has got access to your account to be able to do this?
Fair point. Let's check my armor. What am I wearing?
Ooh. Arcade Club in Leeds. Ooh. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
I'm wearing Lava Lich stuff. Why am I wearing Lava Lich?
What's the bonus on that one? Is that the eruption one?
Eruption.
Who the hell are you?
You do it.
I don't know. I think I might have came on to start a build and then
Barrels down the fog.
got distracted and never made the build.
Painfully obvious trap. What a bunch of clowns. These creatures.
Oh, it's still
Well,
working out. To be
I'm
fair.
sure it's fine.
Yeah,
What's the
it's
worst that
working out.
happened?
Arcade Club in Leeds.
I know.
Is that like
Does
a
that sound-
what's it called now? Like
An
a
Arcade Club in Leeds, yeah. It's like one of those.
retro. Oh, so is it like retro games and stuff, or is it like a more modernized Time Crisis 7 or whatever we're on now?
Oh, I wish there's Time Crisis 7. I really want Time Crisis for VR.
I think that's
I feel like
they
it's
should
made
think
for VR.
But that maniac isn't too
I
happy.
don't really have any good VR games like that, do I? Like anything even remotely like Time Crisis-y.
Not really, no. I mean, there's stuff coming, like, you know, more often now, but... Like, I've enjoyed Sniper Elite. Sniper Elite's quite fun. In fact, it takes you in the VR to the body, and then does the like the X-ray animation kind of thing. That's quite fun.
Oh, everything's free to brilliant. That'd be great fun to be fair. Free to play.
Wait, it's free to play.
Free to play.
Wow.
I assume you pay to get in, and then.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure
sorry,
it is, but-
pay to get in. Everything's free to play.
Yeah, I can't imagine they would just let you in just because.
Oh no, 'cause they could let you in and then drinks. Obviously, you have to buy drinks and whatnot. Microtransactions for drinks and all that.
Hey Dan, I just inflicted damage to less than 3 enemies with my skill then. You know what that means? If I went top tree, patch tree on this Devastator, oh, I'll be doing critical hits right now.
Shame.
I know, right? One day. In a not too distant future.
June 30th. Funnily enough.
Exactly. Hence why it's not too distant. There we go. Ah.
I think the Quest has been listening to me. The Oculus Store has just notified me of games you can buy.
Not a bad shot.
No.
Maybe he'll finally shut up now. The pot is ours.
See what
So
game
do we
it's
have
trying to
anyone in the
suggest.
queue at the moment then?
No one in the queue at the moment.
Oh, we've had all these people talking and no one wants to join in just yet.
I know, right? I enjoy watching. Oh, 10 minutes on the dot.
Access granted.
A minute what?
Did it in 10 minutes on the dot.
No.
Upper
So I
road
don't
or
know.
Lava Lich? Torturer's Vest.
Go on then. Go sort yourself out. Yep. Handsy ass build.
I mean, it didn't do too bad. Didn't die. I reckon it's about 40 mil total damage. 105. Right, let's see what we're playing with. Got a Kari head, Kari gloves, legs. Increase the width. That's fine. Heat wave. Trigger the once more.
So if you've got time, feel free to pop in. I mean, we've got space. We're not against it.
Kari. Then it's not that. It's not that. Not that. Not that. Probably not that one. Not that one.
You don't know.
Maybe. Maybe.
You sure?
Maybe. What was that I just saw then?
Mm.
That's fine.
Fine.
Let's try again. But yeah, so the build now is going to be, you know, your generic blow shit up, really, I guess. Heatwave, Ash Blast, and Overheat. With a Moaning Winds, just the one. Just the one Moaning Winds, actually.
I got
Only the one.
Just the one. Do you know why?
That's good, because he has a global cooldown.
Exactly.
At first, they were just robbing and killing folks, but now their crazy leader,
I'm very confused why I've got... My phone is giving me alerts that Chelsea versus Spurs is 2-1. But also Chelsea versus Man United is currently live.
Oh.
Which one is it?
Yes. So John's trying to get a good idea for a build for a pyro. Now, I've only ever done one build for a pyro. Who you used to be our pyro build person.
It's been a long, long while.
It depends if you want to go firepower or if you want to go for anomaly power, because there's a couple of different ways you can run a pyro. So, for example, the one build that I did... Pixel's a great person to speak to over in our Discord. He knows his stuff when it comes to pyros, so you can go things like debuff pyros to be able to make it... actually, I'll tell you what, the one that everyone seems to be raving about in the community right now is the Mod Bomber. I'm not too sure on like the full ins and outs on it, but basically there's a lot of people that covered it when it got discovered. So definitely type in one of those. People stand by it because it has like some really good tankiness to it. Does a lot of damage really quickly as well. It just basically has everything you kind of need as a solar build anyway to be able to survive. But you can just go for like an overheat dealer. It depends on which skills you really want to be able to use. To be fair. Yeah.
I mean, the overheat pyro is very melty. Like,
Oh, the
if you do
overheat
it right,
is
then
built for speed runs. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, phaser beam's actually a really fun way to play it as well. To be fair, as Tempest
Phase beam
says.
is a lot of fun. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those where you decide what you want your main skill to be, and then just take it from there. Or what your main focus is, what you think your main damage dealer is going to be.
Your main damage dealer is actually going to be the the moaning winds to an extent.
Well, Moaning Winds, Radiation Splash, or Shadow Comet with Claymore Torrent. Such a good combo. Which you'll actually get to see, Sean, if you haven't seen it already. It just literally lights up the whole dance floor.
10% with the bang join.
Good times. It's time to get lonely.
What the hell is that noise?
Position 0.
I mean, we could both fire our Claymore Torrents at the same time if you're into this.
It's like I've wandered
Sure.
into some
Ready?
maniac's
3,
idea of a
2,
party.
1, go.
Would you look at that? There's a pod.
That was a bit depressing. That was a bit more fun. Yeah. Tight area.
Yeah, I debuffed him first, so. United Discord. Is that because you haven't seen the link, or is that just because you don't do Discord? Both of those are fully acceptable answers.
I mean, there could be other answers as well, which are also acceptable. Oh god.
Oh no,
You died as well.
I died. I've got a host connection problem.
Oh, I died.
Oh. Oh. Wait, what happened there? Lost connection to Squad Kids.
So as soon as I died, you lost connection? Or
Yeah.
no?
Oh. Oh, now I'm in my own separate game then. Okay.
We can get Mr. 10% anyway, so if we get you in as well.
I'm already on my way. I don't know what happened there.
You're-
Just, I was just about to hit a Moaning Winds on the Dr. Detonator, and the next thing I know, he disconnects my game. He's got the strongest power and ability in the whole game. I'm in it.
Oh, free loot.
Have you sorted the code, or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Way ahead of you. I don't wait for
Yeah.
you.
just think there's only so many streams of this until WorldSlayer actually does come out.
Sheesh. This is true.
In fact, if you think about it, there's a maximum of, if I bring up the calendar.
It's 2 months,
1, 2,
so
3,
8
4, 5,
streams.
6, 7, 8,
So 7 left, I think.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And on the 18th one, it releases, because that would be 30th of June.
Oh.
Unless you pre-ordered, in which case it would be 2 days before that.
That's fair. Let's try again. Let's get involved.
Hopefully you won't use that power to disconnect me again. Oh, could
Hopefully.
you imagine? That barrel always explodes.
Dang it, you never learn.
I don't think there's a way to actually not set it off. I'm just... In all the times I've ever run...
I think they
Boomtown,
shoot it as well, to be fair.
I don't think there's ever been a time it has not gone off. Oh, damn.
One down again.
How many shots is that now for you?
Ah, they probably shot me a good few times, to be fair.
God, you will be drunk after the end of this run.
Why is that?
All this time to keep dying.
Dying doesn't make you drunk, Chris. Drinking makes you drunk.
Oh, got the ironclad in there. In the floor. Where? Not here. I tell you what I'd like for a bit of a skill change. Oh no, that's another shot right there.
I don't know where you're getting shots from, Chris.
You always used to take shots in Eye of the Storm when you went down.
Okay, like once. That's because Arcto
thing.
instead probably did.
Oh, Arcanus isn't here, so I'm encouraging.
I'm going down again.
I don't know. There's only one. Yeah, I think I said there's only one enemy left when the elite came out. Yawn then. My time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond.
That we do.
Ooh, we're not there yet.
It's going to get even better shortly because I've got less than a gig left on my download. Oh,
Get
I did it.
shit on. You did do it.
See, we just needed Tempest to be able to carry us. When you think about it.
Oof.
Outrider detected.
Cullen, the bandit leader.
Tempest wasn't here, we failed. Tempest came here, we won.
Where'd these bandits
I'm just
come from
saying.
anyway?
They were insurgents.
No way, that's a
They
coincidence.
defected to our side months ago.
Coincidoink.
Thought they'd get an easier time, but Corrigan just posted them right back to the front. Instead, they took off and settled down in my territory.
And I got a
Why I
chocolate.
gotta suffer for Corrigan being a goddamn idiot, I'll never know.
I'm on my way.
Where you go?
Back to...
I'm not enjoying the pyro. I kind of want to swap.
Well, you can do if you want to. But that will close the lobby.
It will close the lobby.
You can have a few more until the next person turns up. You want?
Nah, let's go. I'm gonna go Trickster. So, or shall I go? Actually, you know what? Let's just go debuff pyro.
You can do that. I mean, everyone's going to benefit. I mean, we've already got Tempest as Trickster. I'll benefit from it as well.
Oh, can't remember what my... Is it that? Might be that one, actually. Thermal bomb.
Parabellum? Yeah, well, to be fair, I mean, I think that's all going to hinge depending on how this DLC performs. I think they've probably already made a decision if they're going to release an Outriders 2. Just purely based on the fact that obviously the base game sold so well just on the idea of what it actually was, and it was just purely the launch issues that kind of hindered how well it did afterwards. But I imagine this DLC, now that they've got their house in order and all that kind of thing, I think this DLC could tell us and give us a good idea as to how many people would be interested in Outriders 2. So I've got my fingers crossed. I'd love to see an Outriders 2. I'd love them to carry this story on.
That's a fair answer.
Funnily enough, I was actually thinking earlier today, like to myself, I was like, you know what? We did this podcast yesterday on Outriders, and we've got so many hours in Outriders, and we absolutely love Outriders. If you were to ask me to summarize the story, I honestly can't tell you what happens because we skip through it so quickly to be able to do content. I honestly don't know everything that actually happens. Like what goes on? I honestly don't know. Like I know a little bit. I know a little bit. I know the start because I actually paid attention when the beta, not the beta, the demo was a thing. And I've picked up a little bit here and there, but in terms of like the full-on story, I don't know from start to finish everything that happens. That's a terrible thing to say, really. I really do actually need to spend some time and actually go through it.
So that. I need thermal bomb. I need...
That's what happens when you speed through. You know, it's...
50 flames.
I still don't know what an Outrider is. I do know that much. I know that much, if I remember right, because that was like the first thing they talked about, and the Outrider were like a special force. They were kind of supposed to be like the first people to be able to land on a planet to be able to test if it was okay and habitable, and they were supposed to scout it out and be able to tell like. And there were people that were trained in firearms, and there were people that were scientists and all that kind of thing. They were there to be able to find out if this new planet that they've discovered, this that they've landed on, was habitable to be able to move the rest of the colony on. I know that much. And then you get injured because there's some corruption. And then you get put into a capsule. And then next thing you know, it's like 70 billion years in the future. No, it's not that much. But
It's like 30, wasn't it, I think?
is there any way we can help you kill Yagak? I think we can. I think we can do that.
Which one? The last one?
Well, either way, we can still do it, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
But it's yeah, by all means, Tom. I mean, if that's something you want to be able to do this evening, if you're free, then all you need to do is type in !join. Just officially puts you in the queue, and we can do something like that. I mean, Eye of the Storm is fairly easy, especially now that Dan's gone. Debuff Pyro.
I can't remember exactly if I'm doing this right. It's been that long, but
as long as you've got debuffs on your flame wall, on your thermal bombs, and you've got 2 thermal bombs.
I should have 2, I think. Yes, I have.
And I can't remember if they use Ash Blast or if they use Overheat. It's one of the 2.
That's what I'm trying to work out, to be honest.
Because I think both of them can debuff. So
I think I might go Overheat. I do have some armor that can do Overheat. Which one was it now? Was it going Ash Blast? It might be Ash Blast it's going with, actually. I think it's the legs. No, Overheat, because it gives you an extra 30% damage. So we'll do that. Which is... Overheat is that one. Go on, we'll do one more with Mr. Tempest then. And then... So we'll do a... Beautiful Stargrave.
the beautiful Stargrave.
The beautiful Stargrave.
I think now I don't have any packet loss warnings in the top right. I can confirm my download is done. So I can swap over to Techno after this if we need it. So what we'll do is we'll do this last one with Tempest. So we've currently got in the chat. And then what we'll do is we'll drop a game code, and you just enter that into your game and obviously join in with us. Is it Eye of the Storm that you're looking to be able to do? Is that the Yagak fight that you're talking about, or is it in the campaign?
Yeah.
Because obviously that will depend on what we have to do with the story for you. If you wouldn't mind clarifying.
Oh, CXNZ is looking forward to playing it again.
I'm so glad we're getting all these people back. Like it's not fresh faces because obviously, you know, by the sounds of things, people have owned Outriders and they're just considering coming back. But more along the lines of, you know, they're willing to give it another go because of how the trailer actually looked in the end. And I think that's brilliant. I think they've done a great job with that trailer to be able to encourage that to happen. But it's still 2 months away. 2 months.
That'll fly by though. I mean, I'm on holiday for 1/8 of that.
You tell me, I've got to manage this whole operation by myself.
For 1/8 of Outriders, yeah.
1/8 of Outriders. Well, Based on my playtime in Outriders, that's like 50 hours. What? You're going away for just over 2 days.
Yeah. 2 days of, like, not started playing, but 2 days of you've been playing the game.
Don't test me. I'll make it 2 days. 2 days of solid.
Go on then.
Fine. I can do that. Well, people do charity streams all the time for like 24 hours, don't they? So
I do feel like we should do one of those soon. In fact, we were meant to do one a while back.
a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
What would we do for 24 hours then?
Variety streaming.
A variety stream. So you're not saying that we should do, like, for example, get to endgame on WorldSlayer, see what this whole new endgame is all about, and then just let people hop in and hop out for the all 24 hours to be able to cover every single time zone that's available to us.
We could do if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not? What's the worst thing that happens? Apart from being sleep deprived.
There will be coffee involved, right?
I don't drink coffee.
I do. The coffee involved, right?
Oh, the storm. Ah, cool. Not a problem. Well, I'll tell you what then, Tom, while we're doing this run, I can give you a few tips. What class do you currently play as to be able to try and do it solo? Because I think there is an achievement, or there's an accolade or something that's tied to being able to complete all of them solo, if I remember right. Every single expedition. So I can give you advice on 2 classes, because I haven't tried doing it with the other 2 solo. So hopefully if you tell me Techno or Devastator, I can actually give you a couple of pointers. I don't mind. That's what we're here for.
I mean, the best thing to do if you're doing techno is the minigun build.
Oh, God, at least find out if he's a Techno first.
Doesn't matter. If it's not, you should build a techno.
Okay, so he's playing Techno. Perfect. Yeah, so yeah, in that case, yeah, it would be the minigun build. So we did a video a little while back saying the easiest way to solo Eye of the Storm, because the minigun is just so cheap. It's so easy to be able to build. It's so easy to get right, and because of the amount of armor and the amount of skills life leads you get, it just makes you practically unkillable. It's just so good. So you can literally just stand there in the middle of like what Yagak is doing. You don't even have to pay attention to what else is going on. That's the thing. You can just stand there and take it all, and you just be firing bullets into his face, and you're fine. So yeah, I would recommend watching that video if you want to do it solo. But if you don't want to do it solo, then by all means, yeah, we'll still do the run. But obviously for that accolade, you might need to get an idea from that.
Beasts found themselves a pod. I'm gonna ask if they're willing to give it back.
Other builds that I have heard that people have had success with doing it solo is triple turret. Because the freeze turrets are actually really, really good in that boss fight. And you can get it done with firepower, like top tree. But just know that you will be a bit squishy, and if you lose your rounds at any point, you're going to be in a world of hurt. It's gonna suck at that point, but still doable. Oh, can I remember how to instant kill the broodmother? It's not working. She doesn't get inflicted by it anymore.
beat you to it. I beat you to it. I see you doing the melee. I did the Moaning Winds.
Oof.
Beat you to it.
How dare
Did I steal your childhood? How dare you?
you didn't
How
you?
dare you?
Zahidi, I found a pod
632,
down here,
that's
guarded
alright.
by monsters.
I'll swap over to Firepower Technomancer
Plenty of
after
rock
we've
samples for you to play
got
with.
this done now. Can't really find people who want to do either Storm. Normally, I'm not running solo. So fair enough then. Yeah, Eye of the Storm is it definitely needs some kind of coordination or resemblance of a
Big
team
shiny things.
kind of made, just purely based on the fact that it makes it so much easier, and it can be a nightmare if you don't. Which is why most of the time you'll see streamers like ourselves normally run a debuff Pyro and a Firepower Technomancer, because it just allows instant burst to DPS. You can get away with Firepower Trickster as well, but it normally makes the nodes a little bit harder to be able to complete, just because obviously Trickster benefits from being close range. So, also Devastator is a really good class to be able to do Eye of the Storm. If you actually go for a bleed Devastator, you can actually just absorb so much HP that it's almost impossible to die. So that's why I like running Devastator. But right, let's get this all cranked out then. Get rid of the stuff I don't need. Get rid of that. It's all looking healthy shard-wise. Let's swap over. No, I appreciate it, Tempest. Thank you so much for taking part, and we may have some time, obviously, with Tom afterwards. So if you want to get yourself back in the queue, then by all means.
That's fair.
It's fair. Right, let's hop over, play with friends, join downloads.
You could do that. I'm just going to quickly change my class tree because I feel like I could do something better. Like, actually, I've gone mostly bottom tree, haven't I?
Cool. I think this is all set up from last time.
Spindrift runs the Techno/Tank Scrap Grenade sometimes for Eye of the Storm.
Ooh.
That's a no worries, Tempest. Always welcome, as always. Right, code.
I think I'm set. I can't remember if there was anything else I needed to swap around.
Winner takes it all.
Let's go with that as a lock. Crit stack, so we can get a bit more of a bump. Okay. Go. On your mark.
Get set. Let's go.
I got no sound from doing that. All right. That's If you two want to stick on the same pylon together, then when you use your overheat, I'll get a nice enough boost from that. So
That is fair.
Outrider.
You get, what is it, 35%, I think it was, for 8
Something like that.
seconds.
as long as you, if you don't mind dropping the thermal bomb on the broodmother when she comes out, because
Of course,
normally-
dear.
that normally upsets me. You know how much it upsets me.
Don't you worry, Daddy.
Don't do that to me.
I've
That's so weird.
I've got you.
Leader of the Ferals.
What? But you killed him.
And I'll happily do it again.
Tear him apart, Outriders. For Jakob.
Daddy songs of praise.
Oh, it's so weird. That's Alpha. Now the broodmother's here.
Coming, darling. Sorry, coming, Daddy. That's overheat. That's a thermal. That's something else. That's the second thermal.
Oh, 8.9 mil. Oh,
There you
it's
go.
been a while since we've seen those numbers. There you go. I'm good there. I can handle it. So.
Ooh, pardon me.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Do you want me to do that for you?
I mean, you can do, but I had it under control. I just I noticed it a bit too late on my minimap.
How's it going, Zarin? Welcome to the stream again. Good to see you again. It's been a long 23 hours since we last saw you.
Yes.
There's got a boost for you.
So.
And another one.
So I was just about to finish. There we go.
Aha, we beat you.
Yeah, but there's two of you.
Get shit on. We beat you fair and square. Feels like years. Does it feel like years until WorldSlayer is being released?
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise.
Good. I accept. There you go. Presentation.
Oh.
I do feel like my build used to have a double heat wave, so I might need to go through the armor again at some point.
You can have 3 heat waves.
No, I think how I used to run this was 2 heat waves, 2 thermal bombs,
Okay.
and then overheat on
Cool.
my 3rd tree.
Swap to my boss killer.
Boshkala!
There we go. It's so much easier compared to last time.
Oh yeah, when you have a debuff pyro.
Their leader dead.
Giving you like,
For
I don't know,
now.
an extra
Janet, do you see
200-300% damage, probably more than that.
Something like that.
I don't think
Yeah, something daft like that.
But we're still alive, right? I think you stopped it. What the hell was that? How did they bring him back?
We got Boots of the Borealis,
anything? But I could sense the
Grim
soul
Inventors,
of
or Roaring Umbra. Let's take the
Before they
Umbra.
were
Why not?
pharaohs. Even in their primal state, they have a far greater
Oh,
understanding
good thing I
of
didn't
the
take the Grim
anomaly.
Inventors. I've got that as a draw.
We may have avoided extinction for now,
Like it.
but I fear the pharaohs will never stop
Master
trying.
Tool, Torturer's Vest, and Torturer's Footgear. Ooh. See you later, Yagak.
Whee! Yeah, no worries at all, Tom. I'm glad we were able to help out. I love the look of the Thunderbird in this level. Wait, look. Oh. Yeah, so when it comes to team play, the most common combo that's pretty much gets used in this game right now is Debuff Pyro and Firepower Technomancer. The two are basically like bread and butter, and they work so well together. I mean, normally my crits on this build can range anywhere between 1.2 to 2 mil per shot. But when it comes to Debuff Pyro, as I was doing when Dan actually activated all his debuffs, I started hitting for 8.9 mil.
Let's go again. Let's
So, he's gone. So yeah, it's that's genuinely how crazy the actual debuff can actually be. You can actually get a few other things to be able to get similar interactions in this game. Like, for example, apparently with how it currently works, whether this gets fixed in WorldSlayer or not, if all three members on the team use Wear Borealis and activate the set bonus, every single member of the team gets 270% damage to frozen targets. Because you get 90% each. And obviously you can go debuff Devastator. It's not as good as Pyro, but obviously it survives a lot easier. And it's different kind of utility. It's quite fun. I take it we've got no one else in the queue, do we then?
Not at the moment, no. So if anyone does want to hop in,
Oh,
then go for it.
free for everyone.
If no one does want to hop in,
Hmm.
I don't know if I can suggest what I want to suggest, but
What do you want to suggest?
you know what I want to suggest.
Rocket League. That's actually a serious suggestion. Is that what you're trying to say?
It wasn't, but
Oh.
if that's what you'd rather play tonight,
Oh. I see what you're suggesting.
I'm just saying we could call it an early night.
Well, it's at least put it to 10:30, at least, because I feel like that's only fair. And once again, that's about 90 minutes, and I do think that's a decent enough stream if no one else wants to partake.
Well,
It'd be
what we
nice
could
if,
do?
if
Would you like to
people
do a
What's-
quick wellspring?
It's already been found, Dan.
Ah, what was it?
It was apparently people playing poker.
Oh,
So for people in the chat that didn't know about it and aren't over on the Outriders Discord, apparently there was an Easter egg to do with the wellspring that no one has actually had actually found until earlier today or last night. It was one of the two.
last night.
And it was basically a throwback to Bulletstorm, apparently.
Oh.
Which I've
Another
only
one?
recently played and completed, and it's a lot of fun, actually.
You completed it already? Jeez.
I have? Yeah, it was about 6 hours. Actually, hold on. I can give you an accurate 5.9 hours, so I was close. But I did genuinely just blast straight through it. That was
What
but,
isn't doesn't it unlock a higher difficulty afterwards? I believe.
Oh yeah. There's harder difficulties. Yeah. I only played it on normal, to be fair, just to be able to get to grips with what it is, because it has a points based system. I'm sure you probably already know about that, but the more creative you get with your kills, the more points you get, and obviously the more unlocks you can get and stuff like that. So, but it's not like the game just finishes there, because you've got access to kind of like a trials based thing. So from what I can gather, the more points you get, the more stars you unlock, and the more stars means obviously the better ranking you actually did for that level. The only downside to Bulletstorm is that with the story, and I mean, it's not really a spoiler considering the game's been out around about 11 years now, is it leaves on, it's like expecting a second one, and it's been 11 years, so we might not see a second one. Also, it was made by PCF, and they're clearly more into their Outriders right now, so it's a shame. So if we get enough people to petition for Bulletstorm 2...
Try it.
Go on then, Dan. Stick us in the expedition then.
Let's do one that I hate.
Hmm.
Mainly because I hate them all, that would given a choice there, to be fair.
Because I hate them all. I just hate them all.
There's a metal-rich cave in the wreckage zone.
Well done. Exposed done quick. Let's go. Exposed done quick. So there, might as well talk a little bit about what's going to be coming over the channel for like next week or so, until like obviously the next stream. So we've got Devastator Pax Tree that's going to be releasing tomorrow. Obviously our general thoughts as to what to think about it, how it's all going to play out, what it could mean for the Devastator class. So we've got our own personal views and thoughts on that. And then got a few other little news videos. We've got a new series that I want to get going soon as well. I just need to find the time to be able to record a little bit of footage for it, and then start talking. So that's going to be build theory. So because obviously Outriders WorldSlayer. Because WorldSlayer is obviously, you know, still a little bit of time away. What I wanted to do was take away... Oh, 4.4 mil there. Was take what we already know and love when it comes to builds. Like the most popular of builds. And theorise and strategize what ascension points and what pact points can mean for it, and what guns and mods we already know are coming into the game, and how it's going to kind of like influence the build going forward, basically. So the most important one, or the one that I'm really looking forward to, is being able to do triple turret. I'm really looking forward to triple turret, just because I've got so many ideas for it.
Crawlers are both thingy if I destroy them.
There you go. There wasn't even crits on the last one, we just died. So yeah, so that's going to be a mini series. So if you've got any kind of builds that you would like us to be able to look into for that kind of thing, then by all means, drop us a message or let us know in the chat. I've already done a bunch of them now, so ones I'm already planning to be able to look at. But to be fair, they are primarily Technomancer and Devastator ones so far. So if you want me to look a little bit more into like Trickster, and you want me to look a little bit more into Pyromancer, then by all means let me know what your favourite ones. Dan's going to be covering Spin to Win, I believe. He's got his eye set on that one at the moment, by the sounds of things.
Oh, that's a fun one.
It was a mean one. I mean, it was okay, but it was decent for survivability. But outside of that, there was no real.
For WorldSlayer, it's going to be a fun one.
But for WorldSlayer, it sounds like it's going to be good. So, and that's what we want to do with build theory. We want to just you know, have a little bit of fun with it, come up with our ideas, suggestions as to how it's going to play out. I've run out of bullets because I wasn't paying attention. That wasn't very clever of me. It's fine. I'm still able to do some nice damage.
You will.
So yeah, so I think one that people may look into is, or may want us to look into, and I haven't even tried build myself yet, is the mod bomber. So maybe I'll try gearing one of those up. I'll have a look as to what actually goes into it, and then we'll do one of those as well. Why not? Okay. Sports. So, for example, like the reflect.
Stream just restarted.
Oh. What is it all together? Is it like
We're now 9 seconds into a stream.
Fair enough.
Oh, internet connection error. That would do it.
No.
Internet connection error.
Did you just break?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, do you want to... Since no one else has joined the queue, shall we call it? Just wrap it up with...
Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Yep. I was going to say what we know about the legendary sets and Answer Tempest before we disappear, but... yeah. Yeah, I could kind of like that being an idea, and... you know, maybe the Reflect Bubble actually being specific to the Devastator, so now we've actually got 360 degrees of full protective cover going around while you actually do shoot. Could be an idea. I just hope... I honestly can't predict what's going to come because we haven't seen any. But I just hope they're in contention for being used. So, like, for example, with the Technomancer, we've got Borealis, and Borealis pretty much knocks everything else out of the park. So as long as it's something relative to the class that's in the same kind of power level, then I would be happy with that. Because last thing we need is another blooming Grim Inventors set that only activates the one time where you have the minigun or the rocket launcher out when you use a certain skill or something like that. That's my thoughts. I don't know what Dan's thoughts are.
Pretty much the same, to be honest. Like, honestly, I don't know what the new legendary gear sets are at the minute. Even if people have seen them in the playtest or whatever we have, I've not seen anything on it. All I'm going to say is I just hope it's not Cannonball. That's all I'm going to say.
What's wrong with Cannonball, then?
Fucking Cannibal. That's all we need to say. Yeah, we'll call it there anyway. If you're done, Chris.
Sure. Why not? We'll call it there. You know.
So thank you to the people.
Thank you to the people.
Keep yourself safe.
Say thank you to the people, Dan.
And we'll see you. Thank you to the people, Dan. Next time.